Hello, welcome to In the Blink of an Eye with yours truly, El Capitan from Pueblo Tires and Service, your family car care center, serving the community for now over 48 years. And we thank God and we thank you for the opportunity to help us keep your car in good running condition. Now more than ever, we need a car that's reliable, dependable, and you can do a lot about it. The good news is that preventative maintenance can help you extend the life and the components of all your vehicles. There's over 1,000 components in some of the vehicles, and every one of them is just as important. Today I'm here with Dr. Shirley Barbosa in McAllen. The name of the place is
Nature's Remedies.
Nature's Remedies. When we talk about nature, Dr. Shirley, I personally have discovered, I've learned a lot of things through my life, and I've learned a lot from you, and I thank you for that, because I think when it comes to nature, and we talk about our bodies, the way it's designed, the way God created, our bodies can do a lot of good if you give it what it needs.
Yes.
Is that true, right?
Yes, it's true.
I know about, like I've learned about minerals, that you need minerals in your bloodstream. We drink water, but sometimes the water we drink is not the healthiest. It lacks minerals. If your body's lacking minerals, that's no good.
No, it's not good.
Not good, right?
Yes.
So there's a lot of things like that. We're going to talk to the doctor today, but we're going to mainly focus on the liver.
Today is the liver and gallbladder.
And gallbladder.
How to clean.
Okay, and some of the symptoms and things like that. So we thank Dr. Shirley Barbosa for what she does. She's here in McAllen. What's the address here, doctor?
It's 508 North 10th Street, Suite C10, McAllen, Texas.
And you've been here how long?
12 years.
12 years. Okay,
Yes.
well, we thank you. And on behalf of Pueblo Tire and Service, again, we thank you. And your car, just like your body, with a little preventative maintenance, can do wonders. Okay, so don't forget, at Pueblo Tires and Service, we've got 13 locations to serve you. We've also offer financial options up to 24 months to pay and no credit needed. Okay, having said that, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back to have this interesting discussion and interview with Dr. Shirley Barbosa, having to do with the liver and gallbladder and symptoms and what we can do about it. So God bless you. Take a break, and we'll be right back in the blink of an eye.
At Pueblo Tires and Service, your safety will always be our top priority, so we're taking all preventative measures during your visit. Let's keep our community moving with our wide variety of automotive services and our giant selection of new tires and wheels, like a set of 4 20-inch tires for only $499, or buy a set of 4 16-inch tires for only $299, and you'll get a free alignment check, and you also get a free 7-point inspection. Pueblo Tires and Service, 13 locations to serve you.
Shampoozy.com. Tú eres como yo y yo sé que soy el primo del Shampoozy. Ve a Pueblo Tires y Servicios. Seguimos practicando las medidas de seguridad de la CDC. Además, ofrecemos opciones de financiamiento hasta 24 meses para pagar y no necesitas crédito. Paquetes de llantas que te ahorran dinero. Cambio de aceite, alineamiento, todo tipo de servicio. La vida está llena de elecciones. Elige a Pueblo Tires y Servicios hoy. Búsquenos en shampoozy.com. Lávate las manos y ponte la máscara y ponte a bailar. Shampoozy.com. ¡Que bailen! Shampoozy.com.
Welcome back to In the Blink of an Eye with yours truly, El Capitan from Pueblo Tires and Service. Again, today I'm here with Dr. Shirley Barbosa at Nature's Remedies in McAllen. Doctor, when it comes to our bodies, one thing I know that the liver is, if not the main filter in our bodies, is that
Yeah,
so?
the liver is very important. It's
Very
the filter.
important.
Yes, it's very important. Helps with digestion too, especially
So,
protein and fats.
It's kind of interesting when you look at the body. You got the lungs, you got the liver, you got kidneys. They all work like filters.
Yes, and you have to to avoid the heart disease. You have to clean all those filters. It's liver, gallbladder, kidney, lymphatic system, and the last one to go is the heart.
And in your car, you have oil filter, you have air filter,
Yes.
you have a cabin filter, you have a gas filter, and if one of them gets clogged up, it's going to affect the others.
The same thing as your body. Before
Right.
you get a heart attack, you have to unclog all those 4: liver, gallbladder, intestines, colon, kidney, and lymphatic system. All 4 needs to be clean.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, doctor, let's start with our conversation today, liver and gallbladder first. What are some of the symptoms? If, people experience symptoms of all sorts, but what are some of the symptoms of having, for example, what they call bile stones?
Yeah, it is a biostones,
Okay.
like the biocrystallized, but when you have the liver can carry up to 3,000 biostones.
Up to 3,000?
And
Wow.
gallbladder 500.
Wow.
And what happened, you're going to see on your body is called liver, they call liver age spots, but really it's not age spot. is liver spots, those coffee spots that you see on your hands and arms.
Okay.
That's called liver spots. And then you're going to have digestive disorders, constipation, food cravings, flatulence, gas, hemorrhoids, dual pain on the right side, and high cholesterol, angry personality. Like when you see a person that loses his temper all the time, that means has a liver problem.
If they're angry all the time?
Yes, they have
I know
a
a few
liver
people
problem.
like that.
Yes.
Now, when you said liver spots, is there a thing called liverworts?
We can have parasites on our liver. We're going to explain too. When you
okay.
have too many biostones clogging up your liver, the microbes can live there, and you can have parasites living on your livers.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned gallstones. Is there different types of gallstones?
Yeah, we have different types of stones. One is biostones. It's crystallized bio. They usually are green or can have a yellow coat. Like if the person eats a lot of fried foods, they can have a yellow coat around. And then you're going to have cholesterol stones. They are made of 80% of the cholesterol. Usually you're going to find in people that eat a lot of protein, overdo on protein. And then you have pigment stones. They'll be black on brown, or they're going to have a high bilirubin concentration on the blood. And we have one that called mixed stones that is 20 to 80% of cholesterol. And we have stones with calcium. So it depends too much on the diet
On
too.
the diet.
Yes, like if you drink sodas every single day, the kidneys is going to have stones too formed, and it will be calcium. So depends what you do, you're going to see different kinds of stones. Like, for example, if you dehydrate, the bile is liquid, and the liver produces the bile and it stores on the gallbladder. And if you don't drink enough water, it won't dilute. And if you drink a lot of sodas, you crystallize.
Crystallize.
So depends what you do, and depends on your diet too. So it depends what kind of stones you're gonna have. But most of all the time, you're gonna see biostones, crystallize off the bile.
Now, as I mentioned with the cars, you know, you got different types of filters, and we have treatments to clean these filters out, or you got to replace the whole filter. Now, in some of the cases in the human anatomy, it's not that easy to replace a liver or a kidney. But with our cars as well, we have what they call like a two-step additive. It cleanses the filters, the injectors, and does an internal cleaning. And when it comes to our body, I know there's things called a liver or gallbladder flush. Is that something that can be done?
That's it. We're going to teach you all today how to do a liver gallbladder flush. This liver gallbladder flush is very easy to do. It's a procedure designed to cleanse the liver and the gallbladder, and it usually includes drink some olive oil and with lemon and lemon juice, besides drink water with Epsom salt.
Because doctor, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I've seen it in my own family. There's been a lot of gallbladder surgeries, you know, where they had to remove the gallbladder.
Yes.
And I asked the doctor one time at a hospital, I said, hey, so what causes the gallbladder problem? He said, a lot of greasy foods. Yeah, I said, but is the gallbladder necessary? You don't really need it. I mean, that's what he told me.
It's like the gallbladder, the stones are formed on the liver. The gallbladder is just a storage. So when the liver is filled up with stones, up to 3,000 stones, there is no place. This coming out and it drops into
the gallbladder.
And the gallbladder. And then once it's in the gallbladder, it gets stuck there because the gallbladder wall is thin and the liver is thick. So the gallbladder gets waste easier than the liver. The liver takes up 10 years to develop a cancer.
Wow.
And the gallbladder, they can be, you feel right away. When it's full, it can start giving infections, and even the wall can get necrotic.
Okay, another question comes to mind real quick that I've heard through my life. Appendix. Is the appendix also a type of a filter?
The appendix has another function, but the appendix, you're going to have appendicitis only when you're constipated. So that's meaning you're not going to the restroom, because each time you eat, you're supposed to use the restroom. And if you're not, something can fall on the appendix because it's a tiny little pocket, and then it can get infected. But it's a sign of constipation. And gallbladder and liver, problem, it's a sign of constipation too.
Okay.
It's one of the signs.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, it's a lot to learn, and we thank Dr. Shirley. I hope that this information will be beneficial to you and your family, because we're going to learn more. We're going to talk more about the liver, gallbladder, flushes, and what we can do about it, some simple guidelines. But we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back in the blink of an eye.
En Pueblo Tires and Service, su seguridad es nuestra mayor prioridad, así que estamos tomando todas las medidas de prevención durante su visita. Mantengamos a nuestra comunidad en movimiento con nuestra nueva y extensa variedad de servicios automotriz y nuestra gigantesca selección de rines y llantas nuevas, como un set de 4 llantas de 20 pulgadas por solo $499, o compre un set de 4 llantas de 16 pulgadas por solo $299, y usted recibe una verificación de alineación gratuita. Además, recibirá la inspección de 7 puntos gratis.
Folks, if you're like me, and I know I am, you need a safe place to take your mule. Easy Solution Partner at Pueblo, we are CDC compliant, and we offer up 24 months to pay. No credit needed. Need an oil change, deal on tires, brakes, alignment, stain inspection. This is the place, folks, with over 47 years in South Texas. We are with you. Shampoozy.com. Kevilen.
Shampoozy.com.
Welcome back to In the Blink of an Eye with yours truly, El Capitan. I'm here with Dr. Shirley Barbosa at Nature's Remedies in McAllen, and we've been talking about the liver and gallbladder flush and some of the things we can do, some of the symptoms. So, Doctor, continue to tell us, what are some of the simple guidelines to avoid liver and gallbladder biostones formation in our bodies?
Well, how to avoid? We have to have a proper diet, like decrease the protein intake to 20%. We have to drink water with minerals, at least 2 liters of water. Avoid sodas. Avoid caffeine. So if you change your diet, you can avoid those bile to crystallize and form stones on your liver.
It's easier said than done. I know, because I've been there. I mean, you get hooked on drinking sodas, eating certain fried foods, and it's difficult, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, sometimes you have to get sick to make those changes.
Yes. Well, even though if you like certainly things, but the body's not going to change the anatomy and physiology, it's just because you like. Some things we cannot digest. Sometimes we cannot process.
Now, when we do flushes at work with people's cars, we tell them this is what's going to happen, this is what's going to do. What are some of the things we can expect from a liver and gallbladder flush?
Well, the day you're going to do liver gallbladder flush, it's supposed to come out the stones all the way from the liver down. Usually it's better for the person to clean the colon first, like take some pills to go flush out, to clean up the colon so the stones can come easily. And then you're going to have diarrhea in the morning, like watery stools, and then you're going to see the stones coming out. And it could be different colors, like we explained before. And also, we're going to see trash coming out from that is old food that is being stored on your gut. Like, for example, if you eat gluten, we don't digest gluten, so you're going to see a lot of things that look like a plastic, but
you don't digest gluten?
No, you don't digest gluten. Accumulates on your gut. And also cheese won't digest either, processed cheese. So you're going to see like yellow dots. And if you eat a lot of fried food, you're going to see the biostones coated with yellow. So that means you're eating a lot of fried food.
You're talking about a rainbow here.
Yes.
Okay.
And another thing that you might see, if it is big enough, you're going to see parasites coming out. Like some parasites are invisible to the eyes, but I saw people doing liver gallbladder flush, and you can see parasites on the stools.
Now, how often can we do a liver and gallbladder flush?
You can do every 2 weeks, and at least for 2 months. It will take 2 months to do it, but I recommend for you to do until all the stones are out. Like when you see that when you look on the toilet and it's coming out clean, that there's no stones, no debris coming out, then that's you should stop.
Okay.
And but you have to do like every 2 weeks is the best.
For a couple of months at least.
Yes, but I see people like, for example, if you have pancreatitis or you in the liver problem, you're in trouble with the liver, you can do every week. Or people that has pancreatitis or liver problem, like very serious, they can do every 3 days just to level the liver enzymes.
Now, what kind of ingredients do you require to do this liver and gallbladder flush?
Well, the liver gallbladder flush, we require lemon, and this is lemon juice. It's going to be 4 ounces. And this is the Epsom salt. It's called sal de higuera in Mexico, or Epsom salt here. So this. And here, the extra virgin olive oil.
So you need
so
all that.
that's the ingredients that you're going to need to do the liver gallbladder flush.
And obviously, you have a formula of, how many ounces of.
Oh, yes, we do. Like the day you're going to do the liver gallbladder flush, you're going to be vegetarian for that day. You're going to get up in the morning, you're going to have breakfast, could be a bowl of fruits, like 1 pound. And then for lunch, you can have a big salad with fat-free and animal product-free, be a vegetarian, and you can season with lemon and sea salt, a big bowl of salad. After 2 o'clock, you don't eat. And then 6 o'clock p.m., you're going to get 8 to 10 ounces of water, and you're going to put 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt. And you're going to drink 6 p.m., and then 8 p.m. again, another glass of water with 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt. Mm-hmm. And then you drink 10 o'clock. You're going to pick it up, half cup of lemon juice, like pure, and half cup of olive oil. Half a cup, mix, and you drink. This will be 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
And after that, you go to sleep on the right side, put 2 pillows for this not to back up. Mm-hmm. And then when you get up in the morning again, you're going to get a glass of water, 8 to 10 ounces, a tablespoon of Epsom salt, drink. And then you can go to a dollar store, buy a strainer, like the plastic one, put in the toilet. By that time, you should have a watery stools. And then when you do number 2, you're going to wash, and then you're going to see what came out. And then you can see like debris, you can see stones, and even parasites if they're big enough.
My gosh.
Yes. So if you have a bad diet, if you eat a lot of gluten, a lot of cheese, you're going to see a lot of debris. Okay? Depends a lot on your diet.
Well, I know there's a disease called celiac disease, right?
Yes, celiac disease.
With the gluten. Mm-hmm. And then there's some people like myself that are gluten sensitive.
Sensitive,
and I've learned that the hard way. And I didn't know that. Now, that developed, I guess, in my life because I used to eat tortillas and bread growing up. Never had a problem. Mm-hmm. But as I aged, started having certain problems. And I brought you my blood work. You said, you eat gluten? I said, what's that? You said, oh, wheat. I said, well, yeah, okay, that's your problem.
Yes,
and
you have to cut
I
down.
do notice a difference in my body and the way I feel. And so I try to get gluten-free products, but it's always not guaranteed. It says it could have been contaminated. When you buy certain products, it gives you a warning there.
Yeah, that's why it's better for you to eat, change the flours, like buckwheat, it's gluten-free. There is many flours that is gluten-free.
Buckwheat?
Buckwheat is one of them.
Okay.
There is many flours that is gluten-free, like oatmeal, it has a little bit of gluten.
Okay.
Yes, but you can flaxseed flour, so you can use different kinds of flours to cook for cooking.
But sometimes you buy this bread like Ezekiel bread.
Yes, they have a gluten-free too.
Yeah.
They have one from flax seeds, and they have one flour-free.
Okay.
That they're made from different kinds of flour.
Well, it's so interesting to know, and again, we thank the doctors. Hopefully, you're capturing some of this information. If not, these shows sometimes we repeat them, doctor, because we want the people to hear this information.
Yes.
Because it's so important now more than ever. But we're going to take another little break, and we'll be back in the blink of an eye.
At Pueblo Tires and Service, your safety will always be our top priority. So we're taking all preventative measures during your visit. Let's keep our community moving with our wide variety of automotive services and our giant selection of new tires and wheels. Like a set of 4 20-inch tires for only $499, or buy a set of 4 16-inch tires for only $299. And you'll get a free alignment check. And you also get a free 7-point inspection. Pueblo Tires and Service, 13 locations to serve you.
Shampoozy.com.
Tú eres como yo y yo sé que soy el primo del Shampoozy. Ve a Pueblo Tires y Servicios. Seguimos practicando las medidas de seguridad de la CDC. Además, ofrecemos opciones de financiamiento hasta 24 meses para pagar y no necesitas crédito. Paquetes de llantas que te ahorran dinero. Cambio de aceite, alineamiento, todo tipo de servicio. La vida está llena de elecciones. Elige a Pueblo Tires y Servicios hoy. Búscanos en shampoozy.com. Lávate las manos y ponte la máscara y ponte a bailar.
Shampoozy.com. ¡Que bailen!
Shampoozy.com.
We're back. Welcome to In the Blink of an Eye again with yours truly, El Capitan from Pueblo Tires and Service, your family car care center with 30 locations to better serve you since 1972. We thank God and we thank you again for the opportunity. We're here with Dr. Shirley Barbosa at Nature's Remedies. We've been talking about the liver, gallbladder flush, symptoms, some of the things that we can do to avoid and help the cause when it comes to our liver, because our liver is one of the main filters in our bodies, and you don't want to get it clogged up. And there's a lot of things that can do that, sodas, fried food, bad combinations of food, so forth. And doctor's been sharing with us. Doctor, one of the other questions I had, how long does it take to receive the full benefits from completing a series of liver flushes? Because you mentioned in some cases people need to do up to 2 months or even longer. It depends on their...
Yes, depends. Like, I had one case one time that the person had panic attack. He did over 15 times.
15 times.
And then when he did the liver gallbladder flash, we could saw a lot of fungus growth. And was very dirty. His liver had over 3,000 stones, and so depends person to person. And I saw many persons with liver problem, like in line for a liver transplant, and they did recover the liver enzymes stabilize, and the cholesterol levels too. So like if your cholesterol is off, is very good to make the liver gallbladder flash.
Question. Okay, I see the benefits of the liver cleansing, flush, and so forth. When you do that, does that in any way benefit the kidney?
Yes. Like, for example, I have already many cases that the person had kidney stones.
Okay.
When they do the liver gallbladder flash, because when they take the magnesium, the ducts are very tiny, kidney and the liver, like 3 millimeters. And then when you do that combination, all the ducts open. Not only release the stones from the liver, but from the kidney too.
Okay.
I have people in a lot of pain releasing kidney stones, and we had to unclog the kidney just with doing the liver gallbladder flash. And also for constipation, people that are clogged up, that not even going to the yard, they could make them go to the restroom. We did with the liver gallbladder flash.
Now, one thing I've heard, doctor, and you can help me with this, and maybe somebody's got this question. I know we hear about fiber being so it's beneficial for your we bowel
have
movements.
Yes, we need to, for the intestine to work, you need to drink enough water, avoid caffeinated drinks, and you have to eat a lot of food with fibers. Because the protein intake is only 20%. The other one is 80%. So you need a lot of fiber and veggies, fruits, nuts and grains. You need nuts is only like 20% because it's on the plant-based protein.
I've investigated. I've looked into some cereal that's gluten-free. And it's got fiber on it.
Yes, you can. There is many, like Kashi, there is many brands that they are gluten-free and they have a lot of fibers. So you can use that with almond milk.
Almond milk, exactly.
Yes, but carrageen-free. Carrageen-free.
Carrageen-free.
Free, yes.
Okay.
And once you do the liver gallbladder flash, you're going to see the benefits each time you do it because your energy level goes up, cholesterol levels balance, but the liver, once the liver is clean, to return to the full function like it was before takes about 6 months.
Wow.
But you will be able to see benefits each time you do it.
You know, I've done the liver flush, and you feel, after you go through it, I mean, following which maybe you could just summarize, following the steps, after 2 o'clock you don't eat,
Yes.
and then at 6, you take the tablespoon of Epsom salt. ounces of glass of cold water and so forth. You follow that routine, and the next morning you finish it off. And when you're done, you feel like, I don't know, I felt cleaner or something in my body.
Yes, does clean the liver for real and cleans your guts too. So
Yeah.
it's all come out, and you feel like a little weak after that.
Yeah, you do.
can take a
But
coconut water.
You feel a little weak, but you don't feel like, like it just. I don't know, like you feel like it's like when you shower, you feel fresh, you feel clean on the outside. Well, it gives you some kind of a cleansing feeling on the inside.
Yes, it exactly does, because sometimes we do have a lot of trash
Right.
there, and it's a big relief for the liver.
Well, can you imagine, somebody, okay, my age, over 50, I've never done a liver cleanser in my life.
Before.
And then when I do it, wow, but I'll be honest with you, it tastes, it's not the best tasting thing in the world.
Well, it is. I done many times. I did 7 times. I did not have stones.
Yeah.
I have just like a sluggish little bit things, but not the stones.
But I just chuck it, the lemon and the oil, vámonos. I mean,
Yes.
but it's, I'd rather do that than be in a hospital bed or, having to have some major surgery, because, I could have followed something that nature gives us, and there's really no side effects to this type of treatments.
No, you're just going to benefit each time you do it.
Right.
Okay. And like we in the lab work, we can see the levels getting better, and also some people, when they have clogged up from the liver to the gallbladder, that we're going to see in the lab work the bili total it will be higher, so they do need a liver gallbladder flush on that case to unclog the liver.
Well, doctor, it's always a pleasure, and we always learn something new from you.
Yeah.
And we thank you for what you're doing, because I feel it's a ministry that you're doing. Obviously, you have to. This is what you live off, and but I personally recommend you see Dr. Shirley. She's helped me and my family a lot. One of my sons came to you. He was pretty ill, and you helped him. Some minor adjustments and some natural treatments, and he feels good as new. And I tell him, just be consistent and avoid eating that stuff just the way she taught you. And I mean, you can't go wrong. First, glory to God, of course, but we thank you so much for sharing with us. And again, these programs are brought to you from Pueblo Tire and Service for the benefit of the community. And on behalf of Pueblo Tire and Service, we just want to thank you again. And we're there to help, serve your vehicles, help you. We have those financial options up to 24 months to pay and no credit needed. And we want to thank you from the bottom of our heart. And don't forget that, be ready, doctor, that nobody other than Pueblo Tire and Service and Dr. Shirley Barbosa, nobody loves you more. Nobody.